Boom, what's going on? What's going on, people? We're back again on the World Cup show, second show of the tournament, and with the main man Romz in the building. And then obviously, you guys wouldn't have known, but we've managed to sign Jamie Phillips on a World Cup loan. So every post-match analysis and reaction, we've got Jamie Phillips in the building. Ish is with us as well today as well. We're making a couple of appearances as well. Right now, he's our Roy Keane. Do you know what I mean? He comes in, he gives his 2 cents. Do you know what I mean? He's hopped off again. Do you know what I mean?
Ruffles a few feathers.
No, my sound was bugging. I literally couldn't hear you, man. Sorry, man.
Nah, all good, man. But guys, it's the World Cup show. Romz, Jamie, Ish, talk to me. How you guys feeling, man?
Good, mate. Good. Yeah, I didn't watch this Wales game just now, but I watched the last 2 games, and they were good for games. Good game. I've got some controversial takes as always, but yeah,
big up, Jamie.
good games for football.
Yeah, that's it is, man. Ish, talk to us. How you feeling?
I just love football, bro. I love football. Back to back. Hopefully no one from my work is watching this, but I did fuck all today, bro. Just game after game after game after game after game. It was amazing. Yeah, like I love international tournaments. It's chaos, isn't it? It's just chaos. Random balls coming up, scoring braces and that. So yeah, man. What is there not to love?
That's what it is. That's what it is, man. But listen, guys, as we always say, whether you're watching it live, whether you're watching it on a repeat, please make sure you're smashing the like and you're getting your ticket to entry. We don't have to start getting the bouncers, man, like RJ. Do you know what I mean? But Ravi as well. We don't have to get Ravi and RJ to go and dump you guys out of the chat because they're the ones and they can do that. So you got to make sure you're liking. But yeah, let's get into it, man. We might as well talk about the game that's just obviously happened. Eventful game. Quite eventful. Could have gone either way in the end. USA Wales. You know, I'll check this at Ish. What did you think going into the game? What did you think of that game? Did you think it'd be as tight as it was, or did you think Wales would be in the US? I
was a bit disappointed in the first half in Wales, to be honest. They weren't really on anything. They were just kind of letting, because if I'm not mistaken, USA haven't even been on good form really going into. There's kind of been like an England thing. They've been on a bit iffy form. So I thought Wales would take it to them a little bit. Obviously, first tournament since 1958, since first World Cup since 1958. I thought they'd be a bit more up for it. You know how their fans just move already with the bucket hats and that. They were going for it more than the players were. So first half I was a bit disappointed. The quality wasn't that good, but you saw with Pulisic and Timothy Weah, the one bit of quality kind of shone through. The goal came, and did the goal come before or after the second? It was before half time, innit?
First half, before.
Yeah, first half. Yeah, that was the real difference maker. But I thought, other than that, I thought Wales were a bit dead. When he brought on my man, that kind of changed the whole game. Is it Keepin Moore? He came on. I was just like, yo, ball was sticking.
And Keepin Moore looked good, you know.
He is typical good.
Even in the Euros, he
epitomizes good feet for a big man, because the ball was sticking to him as well. It hasn't really got pace like Dan James, but he was holding up, bringing man into playing that. So I thought him coming on kind of changed it. But I think on the balance, 1-1 is a fair result, to be honest.
Yeah. Looking at the game, obviously Wales started really, really slow. The midfield for me of the USA really started to dominate, and I know Klopp would have been watching this game and loving it.
The pressing, bro.
The pressing. Listen, that's what I've always said about the USA.
Klopp would have had the tissues and oil out, bro. He was loving that. Honestly, he was loving that.
Listen, it was ridiculous. Like the pressing that was there. I was really impressed with Adams being in midfield. Musa in particularly though. Musa for me. Listen, snap him up. Someone's got to snap him up.
They got a couple tiny men. They're causing problems.
That's what I'm saying. And the thing is, what you're seeing now, and what you're going to start to see, is a lot of these players. Do you know what I mean? Like the US and a lot of these American athletes, they're going to be looking at soccer and they're going to be like, you know what? That might be my avenue to get the bag. And if that's the case, we're in for a problem, because I saw a couple. I didn't realize. Like you had the likes of a Musa, but then even their striker that came on, Acosta, he was about 6'6". I looked like he could run like just as fast as like Dan James. It looked a bit scary. And I don't know. For me, I was really impressed with Musa. I don't know what Jamie. I know you didn't watch the game, but Romz, I don't know what you thought of Musa, but I thought he was like.
He was wicked. We were speaking, bro, during the game. Yeah, his industry, his reading of the game, cutting off passing lines. When he was doing everything, he was doing what you want to do. And I think it was McKennie and Adams next to him. Them three as a midfield unit, bro.
Ballers.
They're going to be tough to
They're
break down. I'm saying from now, right? I think they finish second because as good as Wales are, let's be honest, you lot. It's because USA stopped playing. They took their foot off the gas. Everyone's going to have this idea that Wales played amazing. They didn't. They got better, but USA got worse. They took their foot off the gas. And even like the last 10 to 15 minutes, when you saw USA put their foot back on the gas,
Wales it's looking a bit.
It was more end-to-end, to be fair.
Is it me, though? I don't know if it's me, but is it me or USA? They were time wasting from early. I was like, get up now, guy. Like, I looked at the clock, it was like 58 minutes. I'm like, boys, come on, you got more left in the tank. Like, what's going on?
With the added time as well, like
I rate it.
14 plus minutes.
I rate it because they're actually putting on the proper amount of added time. 1 minute per sub, and then if you want to do fuckeries on the floor, cool. You're gonna add it. You saw the game earlier; it was like 24 minutes added on it and over both
parts. I was gonna say, like every game's had like 10 plus minutes added time. Every game's had 10.
They basically played a 90 minutes plus extra time. All in.
Yeah. But I rate it because now it's 90 minutes of football. It's not like because they've done a stat recently in the Prem, and it was like the ball's only actually in play for like 60 or 70 minutes or something like that. Yeah. So like, if you went on a time waste, bro, it's mad over all games. If you went on a time waste, then cool, do it. But you're playing an extra half pretty much. Half of a half pretty much at the end. So yeah, I'm with.
Exactly. I think for me in that first half, I think that left-hand side of the US men's national team, I think it caused a lot of problems for Wales. And I know England have played well, but England will struggle with that left-hand side because of the pace. You had Anthony Robinson, who showed he's rapid. He's rapid down that left-hand side. You had Pulisic and Yunus Musa on that side as well. And what Musa was doing, he actually started off as a winger in the Arsenal academy, but what he's doing, he's picking up the ball, giving it to.
He was at my club.
Yeah, he was.
I didn't even know that
in the academy. Yeah. Right now, he's playing at Valencia. I think he's played around 70 games for Valencia in midfield. So look, he's no scrub, and the overlaps that he was actually making for Pulisic meant that you're actually dealing with three really, really pacey and tricky players down that left-hand side. They were overloading that side, and you could see.
And Pulisic benefited from that, and it was evident in the goal. You're right. When he kept overlapping, it made space in the middle.
He's the one that dragged out. I can't remember who it was, but his run dragged my man out for Wales, and then allowed Pulisic to come inside and play the through. That goal, I thought that goal was sick. I thought that goal was so great. For me,
I'm not gonna lie to you. We'll get into it.
I know
you're gonna say. It was 100%.
Like even the way a pass from Pulisic was great, and the finish from Wales. Well. I mean, his dad would have been proud of that, man.
Well, even the knee slide as well. From start to finish, that goal was. I was like, that's a sick
even
goal.
The run, it was just textbook. It was just inside and out. It was
finish,
crazy.
Everything,
exactly. But obviously, look, second half, Wales get into it. Ish, as you said, Kiefer Moore came on, big man with feet. It stuck. I don't think he lost the ball once.
Bro, man, we had two man.
Did you see when he chested it from high, and he like controlled it? It was reminiscent. I don't want to bring up. Remember what Berbatov did against us? I thought he was about to control it. I thought he was going to do that. I was like, no, this guy's got taken. Even in the Euros, he was quiet. I think he scored a few goals.
Yeah, he did.
In the Euros. So.
He's one of them. I don't even know what club he plays for, but for international, when he puts, is he still there?
He scored against Spurs the other day, isn't it?
Oh shit! Yeah, is that the same Kiefer Moore?
Yeah.
When these man put the Wales on, it's different. It's different.
It's different. He's different, man. He's different. I think. Look, he came on, and then what I think we was able to do, obviously, him getting the ball into feet. He was able essentially to go and get Ramsey into the game because Ramsey in that first half, bro, it looked like his days were numbered. It looked like his days were numbered.
You see when he tried to do a little skill and lost the ball? I said, no, you're done. He tried to do it 1-2. I said, no, you're
what team is he at now? Because he was at Rangers, isn't it? He played that one game.
He's at Nice now.
Nice.
Yeah, he's with Barkley. Yeah,
because I know last season he missed the penalty in the final, wasn't it? That's like the only game he played for Rangers. They man were cussing him, bro.
They call him this day.
They were cussing him differently as well.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. But obviously, look, that happened, and then you had Zimmerman that obviously conceded that penalty. I think Ream was hard done by. I think Ream was having a. He would have been if the US had won that game. I think he would have been my man of the match. I think he was superb in that game. He read everything, didn't allow Bale any time on the ball. When Kiefer Moore came, obviously that caused a problem, and that Zimmerman that was just a silly challenge. Back to goal.
There's
Bale's not
no
going
need for it, bro. We're captain as well.
You just raw. It's just that bozo gene. I don't know what happens with that.
Didn't
Do you know what I
need to
mean?
do that, man. And of all people did it to Bale. I knew once they gave the pen, sometimes you think might miss. Everyone knew this is going to be guaranteed 1-1. Like, this guy delivers for his country. But like you're saying about Ream Jerry, just his composure, the way he was dribbling out from the back, he looks a player, man. I swear he plays in the Prem.
Fulham, he played for Fulham.
Fulham, yeah.
I'm watching a couple of these USA, man, because we could do the energy they were bringing to internationals as well. You don't normally see that in international games.
Klopp and Linda's love that, bro.
And that's what it is. And do you know what it is? You can see, because the focus on athleticism in the States is so high. All of them know.
That's why you see them high school kids who are like 6'4", 200 pounds on that at like 15. Crazy, bro. Meanwhile, in England, our 15-year-olds are bare skinny than that. It's mad.
Our 15-year-olds are like Morton and like Kate Gordon and that. Do you know what I mean?
They're just scrawny.
No, but do you know how old Musa is? Musa's like 18, no?
Bro, it's nuts.
19. Musa's at 19. No, I'm getting it. I kid you not.
He was at 24, 25.
These are actually grown. They're fully grown adults, man.
You know what?
He's 19. He's 19.
That's a joke. Big up G, and I am Jono just now. They mentioned Leeds, and a player's come to my head. Aronson,
baller. I'm surprised. I thought he was going to start. I don't know. I'm surprised he didn't start to it, but they've actually got decent squad as well. 1 to 23. They've got players all throughout the squad who are quite decent.
Even Gio Reyna, the technician from Dortmund, he didn't even. I don't think he even came on. So
was he coming back from injury though? I know he got injured.
He's always injury prone. He's always
fairly recently,
and he's young as well. I think he's no older than 21, 22. But he's had some serious injuries, ACLs, ankle ligament. Yeah. He's had all of that.
Watch us go sign him. Watch us go sign him next year.
Exactly. I think on the ball.
For real, that's actually.
You probably will. Cavalli will go on loan and we get him in. That's what's going to happen. Cavalli will go on loan and then we'll get that Gio Reyna or something like that, which is crazy.
Dortmund connection, Klopp,
man.
Good relationship.
I think Serginho Dest as well, and he's good. I know defensively sometimes, obviously, they get caught out. But going forward, that guy's a problem. Like even on the ball and stuff. You can see why a Barca would take a punt on someone like him and be like, from my accent, be like, you know what, you're playing in our team. You can see he's a ball player, and that's what I'm saying. They're starting to get decent players. But Romz, can you check the man of the match whilst I go through some of the comments quickly?
Yeah, I was just doing. None. It's not come out just yet.
It's not come out yet. All right, no worries.
I think they're still voting for the official one.
Cool, no worries. Jamie Phillips already saying smash the likes and subscribe. We got Ravi in the building saying big up, what a day of football. Marquez saying USA struggled when Moore came on and the direct football. That's what it is. That way it goes quality. We agree. Zane, big up Zane saying Gareth Wells with the golf putt. Yeah, man. I mean, Wells getting his 41st goal-ish. I know a caption's coming about him, innit? The caption's loaded.
It's done, bro. It's done. Yeah.
The caption's done. The caption's done.
See, him he's the best player they've ever produced. I know man might say gigs and that, but in terms of inner Welsh shirt and even what he's done in his club career as well, man's got like 4 Champions Leagues and played like a key part in 2 of them. Like when he retired this tournament,
bro, you know when they say who the greatest British player is, when people say Bale, people turn a cheek, but it's actually word. It's actually him.
Got 4 Champions Leagues.
And I think people get confused with great with best. Best is on your ability, but great is the
greatest.
greatest.
If Gareth Bale was English, the face of England would be Gareth Bale.
Yeah, still now.
I know Kane is right now.
Steven Gerrard, Gareth Bale, in that order of British footballers ever produced.
Oh, I'm not.
You know what it is?
I can hear it. It's an argument. It is an argument.
Have you realised when there's an elite great sportsman from Britain, they always say Britain, but Rory McIlroy, they'll say Northern Ireland. Andy Murray, they'll still say British, but they're all not from England. But they don't want to say the actual country. They'll say, these British players. England, it made me sick sometimes, man.
It's crazy, isn't it? It's actually crazy.
Well, so Jamie, have you got Gerrard as the best British player of all time?
I think that we've produced, yeah. Because I personally think Paul Gascoigne was overrated, and Brian Robson was a quality footballer. In my lifetime, anyway. I'll go in my lifetime because you've got obviously Bobby Moore and shit like that and Jimmy Greaves and stuff. But in my lifetime,
all due respect, we don't really care about them.
I don't know what any other British player could do what Gerrard did.
Apparently, Jamie, though, obviously none of us were alive, but apparently George Best, what my granddad told me, George Best was a met, like he was a joke. Like, he played in this day and age.
Alive for it, was it? That's the thing. I mean, Gazza was a little overrated as well. Quality footballer, but overrated don't mean shit, by the way. That's what I should tell people. Overrated don't mean the crap. Still a good player, obviously.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. Sickman TV, Sickman Gaming, big up Sickman saying, "Where's that G TV? G's on his way." As we said, guys, the panel's constantly rotating because we're bringing you shows every single day. So not all of us will make it every single day, but you're going to have at least 3 of us.
You know what, Sickman? I think it's time we tell them the truth, Jerry. G just couldn't be bothered tonight. That's what it is, Sickman. He just said, you know what? I can't be asked. There's enough of that. I'm joking now. He's on his way. Big up G.
What we did. Do you know what we did? G was just obviously just lacking today. So I had to just tell Ish just to do their business, and this was Ish to G to claim his spot. We got Ish instead, innit? We got
big up G, man. Big up G.
Big up G, man. Yeah. Marque saying Yunus Musa is so dynamic. Sammy saying Southgate, the misunderstood genius. Man, one day he'll get his flowers.
Whoa.
Started on that shit.
Calma.
We're gonna get into England. We got Gio saying USA was popping Wales. It's such a shame. Saying Haji Wright was the striker. Okay, Haji Wright, interesting. Yeah, he looked a specimen. Yeah, I mean PMP and all them things there. You know, like that.
I can't say them things.
Gio saying Wales are literally Spurs. Yeah, they see me.
I actually hear that.
They are Spurs man as well. I swear they got Ben Davis,
Ben Davies, Bale. Yeah, I mean they've got a few.
Roden guy was there as well.
Roden as well, yeah. You got done in it.
Simon Davis from back in the day. If you man know about Simon Davis, little player from time ago.
I remember. 1892 Reds TV, big up to yourself, saying sounds mad, but that's good for Iran. They beat Wales on Friday. It's back for them. Wouldn't rule second out for them. That's true. That's definitely true.
Yeah.
Big up Saint, who couldn't make it today, but in the comments is always saying, look, keep changing the game completely. Big up Saint. Make sure you're subscribing to both 1892 Reds TV and Saint LFC TV. Sammy saying, look, Wales is pure vibes. That Bale and Ramsey pick and roll, not the same as Euro 2016. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to just reload that whole pick and roll, but it's not really working, man. But and Romz, has the Man of the Match come out yet?
Bro, I keep refreshing it, still hasn't.
Let me see if I can get it up.
I think by the time we're doing Player of the Day and that, it should be, because Gakpo's one came out. He got his quit pretty much straight after the game.
Oh, you got Man of the Match. Nah, this is some fake website. What the hell?
That's what I'm saying. That's how I'm going off the licensed one.
Yeah, that's where it is, man. That's why you got to check the licensed one. But big up. Let's get into the next game, man, because we got a lot to talk about after the game as well. Senegal versus the Netherlands. Our beloved former player Mane obviously didn't make the World Cup, which was a shame. Would have loved to have seen him in that game. Jamie. A lot of hype, surrounding Netherlands. Favourites to top the group. They got the points. They got the 2 goals. What did you think of that performance, though?
Dead. I mean, it was just...
No, for real. It's actually a struggle still.
It was... Look, the first half was actually an all right game of football. And in that second half, I don't know what happened. Netherlands, I thought Senegal actually did all right. They were limiting the Dutch in everything. I think Senegal looked at it and thought, if we can get a point out of this game, we got a chance of getting through the group. Let's not give anything away. Let's stop Netherlands playing. This is the weakest Netherlands forward line I've ever seen in my life. This is terrible.
Yeah.
The Dutch teams growing up have always had one excellent striker at least, like one good forward at least. And today they got Victor Janssen up front. It's just no. And then Gakpo, look, he was the one everyone was talking about because a lot of big European sides are looking at him.
Take the goal away. Sorry, Jared. Take the goal away. I thought he was so average.
I don't get. I think he's better. I think they should probably play him in the forward area, through that number 9 area. If they're going to play him, I think he'd be a bit better for the Dutch that way because he has got something about him on that final third. But they didn't get involved, man. There weren't much to them. Van Dijk in the back 3. I never want to see that ever again. That don't work. De Ligt. Yeah. What's happened to De Ligt? What's happened to him?
Literally.
I just Dumfries trash. There is just so much trash in that Dutch team. Even the kit's not great this year for Holland. What's that about?
No, it's true.
And Van Gaal looked dead. I didn't know if he had a pulse. The man's sitting there.
That's crazy.
Bro,
literally, his chin skin is near his belly. What is that about? You know,
you would have thought Edgar Davids was the manager. He looked
more
Edgar Davids animated.
Was like a gangster, didn't he?
He looked more animated.
He had 2 phones. He had 2 phones, Romz. Never trusted him with 2 phones.
Bro, you know what it looked like, Jake? You know what it looked like, Jake?
He got the burner as well.
Jamie? One toe stop would have done him. One toe stop. That's
Edgar Davids being charged, man. But them Dutch boys, look, it is what it is. I think they're their first World Cup in a while, ain't it?
Yeah, they missed the last one. Yeah, they showed a picture of Memphis at the last World Cup they played at. He looked skinny, no beard, had the Mohican still. I was like, fucking ages.
That was the one in Brazil, isn't it?
Yeah. He was good when he came on.
Jamie makes a good point. Yeah, Dutch teams like from the park like Kluivert, Van Basten, Van Persie, whatnot. Even their last competition, exactly. Well, they've always had that. Their last squad, their front line was like Van Persie, Sneijder, Van der Vaart. They had a
Iron Robin.
Exactly, bro. Like this one, you're right.
And Gakpo.
I don't look at any of them and really feel that frightening. I think if Depay had been playing for Barca and been in form, you'd see a better Depay. But even when he came on, I expected more from him. I just thought
he got.
I mean, he's just coming from injury. To be fair, innit? I know he's been injured for ages now, so obviously you can't really expect.
Bergwijn is playing World Cup football.
That is mad because
the man shouldn't be playing football, let alone World Cup football.
He's been
you don't rate Bergwijn at all, Jamie.
No, I think he's too chunky.
I think he's one of their brightest spots.
I think if he weren't as chunky as he was, I think he'd be more athletic, and I think that'd help his game a little bit more. I literally think he's too chunky.
He's been bagging for Ajax this season, though.
I think
Tadic bags for Ajax.
No, but I think
that's my boy, man.
Helps him because it makes him a bit more sturdier. Because if you look at even the opportunity that the Netherlands had in that game, the balls come into him and he was able to bounce his centre back off and get the ball and flick it around the corner for Bergwijn to get in. And I think it was Gakpo to get in. I know he squared it, and De Jong obviously took a heavy touch when he could have went and scored. So it's a tricky one, but
I think they got to go Gakpo and Thingy in their next game up
Memphis.
Top. Yeah, because I think they're the only two that look like they got anything about them. Memphis, when he came on, put a bit of energy in the team, didn't he? And Gakpo looked better in the forward areas. But look, the Dutch were lucky, man, because if they didn't win this game, I didn't fancy them going through because they got no goal scorers. They got no goal scorers, and I actually think if they didn't win this game, the game against Ecuador would have been tricky.
Yeah. You know who I think they should give a chance? I think he'll relish it. He has no fear. He knows he has another 2-3 World Cups. But if they let Xavi Simons have a run around, I reckon he would have got maybe a goal or an assist, honestly. And Netherlands were that poor. The only way they were winning that game is how they won that game, individual brilliance. Because one guy I just want to mention, you know why Ten Hag was chasing this guy all summer
that
because
pass.
Bro, not even just that ish. Before that pass, as poor as the Dutch were, he was the only one doing what he does best.
He was my man next to him in midfield because he was doing all the
work. He's all right.
I thought De Jong was doing everything in that, especially in the first half. De Jong was picking the ball up, picking it up from deep, playing the final third balls as well. He was doing everything, I thought. But that De Jong, but it's not lucky either because he done an assist like that for the Pedri, like literally a week ago.
Needle, bro.
Literally a week ago.
You know what is ish, yeah? Other than because we'll get onto that. That was poor, but he did stitch him up a bit. Dak had his back to, and he had 2 players pressuring him. But other than that pass, I think Frankie De Jong was obviously. I know Gakpo is the official man in the match, but he would have been my person. I think he was excellent from start to
finish. Standout.
Yeah, he was the only one trying to create. Everyone else was kind of just.
Do you know what he plays like? He reminds me a bit of Thiago.
Just a bit quicker, I'd say.
Yeah, he reminds me a bit of Thiago.
He's a bit more mobile though, but yeah.
So FSG, you know what to do. No, fuck him. There was a geezer who played for England today. So saucy, it's ridiculous. So that's the job they need to do. If they don't do that job, I'm going to fly the boss to myself and just finish it. I really am. I'm literally going to finish it.
Just quickly though, Mendy and goal. I've been speaking on this guy. They tried to say, not even Nate, he tried to say he should be in Ballon d'Or conversations. Bro, I said, I've never really rated this goal.
Never been the same. He's never been the same since. What's the game that done him? But
every game.
The game that done him, bro.
Brentford. Was it Brentford at the bridge?
Yeah, at the bridge. He's not been the same since it.
Yeah,
no, honestly,
very completely frozen.
Yeah,
but he's Mendy. Like, I don't know what's up with Mendy, man. I mean, Jerry was saying just before we started the show is that did Mendy just come to Chelsea on a purple patch, and this is the real Mendy we're seeing, or was Mendy good and he's just going for a bad time? I'm not sure.
I think he was good, and then he was playing out of his skin. When they won the Champions League, he was playing out of his skin.
He was a jerk.
This is kind of the normal Mendy because they only signed him for like 16 M's. Like, let's be real. If you're a proper, because goalkeepers are hard to come by. If you're a proper sick goalkeeper,
wasn't he even their second choice?
Minimum 30, man. Minimum 30. Like,
no, 16. 60, yeah, he went for 16. I'm like, you can't be a serious guy. Like,
but I can't remember exactly who it was. I think he wasn't even their primary target. He was like just the backup. They were going for someone else.
They wanted Alisson.
I think it was Magna. It was
They wanted Alisson, didn't they?
Oh, what they got me from AC?
Yeah, they wanted him originally. And I don't know why that didn't happen, and then they settled for men. But yeah,
no, was it not Thingy? Was it not Thingy from Ajax, the one that got done for the drugs?
No.
Was it not him? Was it not him they wanted? Was it?
He was linked, but I think the main two were Mendy and Magnan. I think they were the main two Chelsea were going for. And whoever they didn't get, they were going to get the other one.
Settling for Mendy is like settling with a fat bird with no tits. That is what settling with Mendy is like. You know what I mean? You just. You want to move on, you know. You want to move on. You don't want to settle with that. You know? By the way, I've never met a fat bird with no tits, so you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, it's crazy, and I mean, look, I don't know. Let's have a look at Virgil, man, because I need to talk about this guy. I think I'm really getting worried right now.
Just quickly, there's one thing that pissed. I don't know if Romz saw it as well. He put on the burners in the first 2 minutes. I was like, what, you prick? You've had this in your locker all season.
I know. Unreal pace.
It was the type of challenge that you can get injured for. The way he lunged in.
He went in. I was like, okay, cool. And now I know what you've been on this season.
That's what I meant, JJ. I didn't mean, because I said earlier, I was like, Virgil's actually running, but I didn't mean running as in he's playing well. I just meant, look, he's given
intensity, bro. I saw him on the front foot.
Dickhead. I think Virgil was covering for De Ligt a lot today. I think that's why I don't think it was. Because Virgil was in the middle, I think Virgil was trying to cover him a lot.
Yeah.
So because De Ligt was shocking, man.
I think the problem you've got with at the back as well, in that 3, his range of passing gets limited because the angles aren't the same.
Yeah, because he's right.
So it means a lot of the passes he's either giving it to De Ligt or giving it to Ake, and them man haven't got that range of pass. So a lot of the time when they could have went direct.
Because let's face it, he's only really got that one pass in his locker where he just cuts inside onto his right and just pings it over to the right wing. Other than that, he doesn't really go through the lines very often. He doesn't.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just that one over the top.
Exactly, and when you can't do that, you actually stifle him. So with the ball, he's not as effective anymore. He's actually not, because he's not going to go and drive through the midfield like a Timber did, like a Timber does for Ajax. Do you know what I mean? Or something, or even a Matip for Liverpool. He's not going to go and do that. A lot of the times, he just stays there, and all he was doing really is getting the ball and just passing it left to right. But even then, when he's passing it in that first half, and I think he actually contributed to it a lot, alongside maybe not Frankie Dome, but the other players, was too slow, man. They were way too slow. He was getting the ball, taking 3 touches, then playing it outside. Yeah, it just weren't.
I think the Dutch would look better if they just play Timber and Van Dijk together in a 4-4-2. Because
Timber defensively shaky though, man.
Like, they're all shaky.
It's true. It's actually true.
But do you know what it is? Do you risk it? Because what I'm saying is, you see, like a Timber will try to do like a 1-2 Frankie de Jong and expect Frankie to cover him, and he'll be up front. We saw it against Ajax. It just wouldn't work. It wouldn't work as much. I don't know. Maybe I'm surprised, to be fair, Giroud and Timber didn't play. Yeah, because the hasn't been.
Jerry, that's what I'm saying.
It's been like this for time as well.
I feel like a lot of players were coming back from, because you even mentioned during the game, Depay, Timber, and Depay. They're normally 3 nailed on starters. It's like they didn't even start. So I think they're nursing injuries or something. But yeah, I was surprised when I didn't see Timber. He's been in form as well. He's been in big form.
I look at this Dutch team now. I think, how the hell are Italy not here? Yeah. You know, that's what I look
Italy
at.
are fuming. I swear they only didn't make it through because of, was it goal difference or something, or like a play? Yeah, they didn't make it through by. They did not make it through by a way they didn't really agree with. Obviously, it was the official way, but I can't remember.
Because they played the playoffs, didn't it? Who did they lose to the playoffs? I swear it was someone's shit. Was it like not North Macedonia side?
Yeah. So
did they not even qualify? Did they just not even qualify? Did they finish third?
They didn't qualify for the playoffs, did they? I don't think.
Oh shit! Did they finished third then?
Yeah, they finished third.
Oh my!
I swear it was on goal difference, like Romz was saying.
Yeah,
I think it was on
because I remember Jorginho coming out and saying, "Oh, it's a fix that I think we scored the most, or we played the best football and still didn't." He had some mad excuse.
They're not going to hold that.
I remember they felt hard done by, innit? Bun them though, anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Ain't Italy not played a World Cup since they last won it?
Yeah, they haven't. 2006.
That's mad.
Craziness.
Mad stat.
They didn't qualify for the one
they played
one.
They
played 2014.
Yeah, because they were winners, weren't they?
And they played England in the first game.
Yeah, that was it. Mad.
With Gakpo as well, just before we head off and move on to the next game. Gakpo. People have been raving about him.
He's mid. I'm sorry, he's mid.
I was not impressed. His Mercurials looked proper long as well. He looked like he had the Mercurials he had on. It looked mad narrow and long. I was like, hey,
he's like deceptively tall. He's like 6'2", you know. He's quite tall. It's like he's a weird looking guy. He's a weird.
His shoulders are narrow. His shoulders are narrow.
Yeah, that's what it is. It looked like Jamie.
Yeah, and he got flippers on that. Like he was going snorkeling and that. That's what his feet look like.
Yeah, it was a bit weird. And then obviously there's been a lot of hype around him. I know he got the goal, and now there's going to be a lot of hype about him saying, "Look, he got the goal." As a winger,
the goal was mad lucky, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't mean. I mean, if he'd meant that header, it's a ridiculous header. But it came off the back of his.
He looked like he was petrified. The Mendy they turned his body, didn't he? And
he turned his body because Mendy coming.
He didn't know where it was ending. That could have ended up in the crowd, and he would have been all right with it. He just didn't know. One of the ones where he shut his eyes and hoped for the best.
Just hope you get a bang to the face.
If you got a bang to the face, you probably thought you headed the ball. But you know what it is, yeah? The only thing I give him credit for, because you have to have like that relationship. He knew that was a trigger. The minute Dion got on the ball and looked up, he knew he should make the run. That's the only thing you give him credit for, is the movement.
And that's why I agree with Jamie. I think his future might actually be as a striker more than a wide player, because what we're starting to see now is like in some of these leagues. So Leao, will see when Portugal play, if he does come on. I think he's actually he'll probably end up being a striker, because out wide in the quality games, I just don't see you as a winger. I know like Liverpool are playing Darwin Núñez out there now. You've got like Gakpo out there, and for me, they're not the guys there. They're a bit more central. Do you know what I mean? Where you play off them as opposed to using them to kind of create. Because out wide, I think he didn't offer anything. Like Bergwijn was better than them that game, and Jamie said Bergwijn's rubbish.
Yeah, that is so true. So true.
Battle of the Bums.
Battle of the Bums.
Yeah. Quick one as well, because this is quite interesting as well. Daniel Marlon, what happened to him? Did he not make the squad?
Bro, has he not got a case on his head or something?
He's got a case.
That not him? Is that not him or is that someone else? Is that not him?
No, that's Quincy.
No, I think it's yeah.
Every footballer got a case on their head.
The other white player that would have probably been.
That's Quincy. That's Quincy.
I don't know what happened to
Ryan Gravenberch.
to Marlon then.
He's at Dortmund. From what I remember, he just weren't playing well. He gets out Origi minutes at Dortmund. Last time I checked, so he just hasn't been informed.
Because they got obviously Makuku's there. Their forward line is actually quite like they've been scoring.
But how's Anthony Gested getting in ahead of him though?
And Darun.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Darun, Middlesbrough legend.
Wait, Gested in the Dutch team.
Is that the same one? No, that's not the same one, JB.
Yeah,
it's the same one. Darun.
Yeah, same one.
The one that plays for Atalanta.
Yeah.
No. Gested starts at Dortmund ahead of he's not in the Dutch squad. He starts ahead of Marlon. No, I think he plays for Germany. I think Gested or France. I think it might actually be France. I think
it's the same one from Cardiff that we played in 20.
Yeah, I guess
that's crazy. That is crazy. That's why I love the World Cup, because these ballers you think they've even retired or just like where have they gone to, and they're like still star man for the country.
Bro, I didn't know he still played for Ecuador. All I know is
I thought he retired
because he was at West Ham like a while. Was he there when they were still at Upton Park?
It was no, he was at Upton Park.
It was at West Ham.
They had a pivot of Mark Noble and what's the other one's name? Not Nolan. Kevin Nolan.
He's Prem legend. I don't care. Kevin Nolan. Kevin Davis
the chicken, the Nolan celebration. Yeah,
the Nolan celebration.
Yeah, I've got a question for you. You know, with the Dutch team, why does Chinny van Gaal play 3 at the back in the Dutch system?
That's his formation, though. He's done that formation pretty much everywhere he's been.
He had an argument with the Dutch FA once about playing 3 at the back. They didn't like it or something like that.
Yeah, I remember Virg even came out and was like, "I don't really like 3 at the back," and you got told to shut up. I remember that interview
from
Van Gaal, otherwise he won't play. And since then, he hasn't said
3 at the back. It don't suit. I just like growing up, it was like the Dutch basically invented 4-3-3. It's their thing, ain't it? It's what they do. And I was like, where's the attack? Where's the Mark Overmars and the Robins and
they were saying that before the game that he was the first manager to like go from a 4 to 3 at the back. I think he done it for the 2014.
He was saying it in it.
And they were saying they were like,
it's when we saw Blind. It's when we saw Blind playing there, being proper progressive and playing that ball into Van Persie, and it was just like, oh, you know what? Well,
it kind of works. Yeah,
it works. Because Robin was crazy in that game in that World Cup as well. You know what I mean?
It was.
I saw a tweet and it killed me, but it's that there's some truth to it. Yeah, someone said there's only one player with the name Van in this team. They're finished. And when I saw that, I thought, for real, normally you get about 9 or 10.
It's not right.
I think only Van Dijk is the only player that has Van in his name. I was like, no.
They had Van Bommel, Van der Vaart, Van Nistelrooy,
Van der Sar, all of them.
Loads of them, bro.
They're Vans, they're transit vans in there. Now there's none.
I just got Skoders.
Skoders, isn't it? That's just pure. You know, like there's no vans.
You're taking a
van shortage at the moment as well. They ain't got that mineral from Russia. There's just none of them. There's just vans. Non-existent. Yeah, Gakpo. Like, I know he got man of the match, and we'll get into it. But did you guys think he deserved man of the match?
No, Frankie was the best player I thought for.
I think you got to give it to the quality of that pass. I know it's quite.
Oh no, the goalkeeper was good for him.
Yeah, goalkeeper was decent to be fair.
That one save he made at the end from.
Yeah.
I don't remember who it was, but that was it. Diatta.
Yeah.
6.
Was it Diatta? Or was it Diatta that done it?
I thought it was Kiarte.
Considering it was his first game.
Remember, Kuyata came off with his knee.
Oh shit! That injury looked bad as well.
Was it Dia?
He just lay there like I'm done. You know, like
when you don't even attempt to. He's like,
he didn't even make a noise. He was just lying, looking up into the sky. There was no like pain. There was no emotion. It was just like,
is that the one Frankie de Jong put his hands on his bollocks on when he jumped in the air?
Yeah. There was that when he landed and he like jarred his knee or something.
He jarred his knee.
I
thought Frankie took one of his balls or something.
Well,
that's why I went, because he literally went at that.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, look, before we get into, before obviously I read some of the comments and we get into obviously the England game, guys, I've put a poll out, so please, let us know who's your player of the day. So out of all the man of the matches, we've put them out there. If you think it's other, please click other and then let us know in the comments. Was it Gakpo, Saka, Ampadu, or was it someone else that got man of the match in the game? So yeah, big up.
Wait, was Ampadu the official?
I just know. I know I didn't watch the end of the game, but I know they were saying, "Oh, Ampadu, he's had an amazing game," and then he made that crunching challenge, and I think that's when they're going to give it to him. At the end, I think they'll probably give it to him. So I know the BBC or ITV probably would have given it to him, but guys, as we always say, look, please make sure you're subscribing, sharing, and liking as well. Big up to RJ in the building. GTV saying a quick one, saying you don't like Noah Lang.
He's another one, G. He had that one good season at Club Brugge, but I don't watch him. I ain't really heard anything. He's quality, bro. He's technical abilities out of the world, but you ain't heard anything since, really. I think he had an injury though, if I remember right.
Was that the Bruce side that done all right in the champs? They got to
they
got to round the 16
the
or
next
quarters. They were playing good
Neymar,
football.
they say.
Huh? Dutch Neymar.
Dutch Neymar.
Listen, I don't know about them. That's a big statement right there. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
It's a Dutch Fred.
Dutch Fred.
You're working it.
M. Tarmizi, big up to M. Tarmizi saying, no Ryan Gravenberch in the squad, surprised me.
Yeah, it's mad. So what happened? I actually asked my boy, he's a Bayern fan. Apparently, he's just not been getting minutes, really. It's kind of been like a Darwin thing. Like, he's done all right when he's come on. Not even like a Darwin thing. He's done all right when he's come on, but he's not really had minutes like that. But what's funny is the guy that replaced him at Ajax, I can't remember who it is, made it into the squad.
Oh, Taylor.
Was it Taylor? Kenneth Taylor. Yeah, that's it, Kenneth Taylor. So
Big
he took his place and then made it into the squad. Bro, like,
that's a poor career move when you think about it now.
Mad.
You got to chat to Van Gaal. You got to chat to him before you leave and be like, "Aye."
But I think Van Gaal said to him, I'm not sure if it was him or another Dutch player, but Van Gaal said before they made the move, maybe it was someone else, but he was like, listen, be careful. You go, you might not get a minute.
I think it was Timber. Was it
Timber? He said, if you move, yeah. He was like, if you move, you ain't coming World Cup. So just make
That's
sure
why he probably didn't even move to United. Had United bidded this coming summer, then he'd probably be off. But players are smart. They want to be in a team where they...
It makes sense. Now, Gravenberch, he should definitely not be watching the World Cup at home. That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
That's what it is, man. Big up to Statman Stubbs. Hope you're doing well. Make sure you're subscribing over there. Big up. We got Gio saying Gakpo is Rashford light. I wouldn't even say Rashford light. He ain't got a pace like him, man. Listen, you know what? It's a great segue. But before we get Honesty, big up to Honesty saying, look, I'm still pissed that LVG didn't take that juice because he likes to be on his own, but he takes that one. That's crazy, you know.
But has he played well for Villarreal this year? Because managers on this form thing that you have to be playing well just before I select the team.
Yeah, but they got maybe other wingers who are nearly as good as him, though. Even based on last season, look at their wings. Their wings, so that's the reason why they're playing free at the back.
Yeah, it's true.
They're not going any further than round of 16, man.
Nah, because a few people said all dark horses. Nah, from what I saw today, nah.
No.
USA or England are knocking them out, 100%.
You think USA is knocking them out?
Yeah, because I reckon they might top that group actually. Because if they top that group, for me, USA will finish second. I'm just predicting it from now.
Yeah,
they play the runners up and we play their runners up. So we'll probably play Senegal or Ecuador, one of them two.
Yeah, exactly. So they could probably get through there. But great segue. Let's get into the England game, the early kickoff. Southgate, obviously, he's put the waistcoat away and he's got a little polo underneath with a nice little zip. Looks like something from Reese. Do you know what I mean?
He looked like a shit.
Yeah, I can't lie to you, look. That first 20 minutes was sleeping pill settings.
90 minutes was sleeping pill settings.
I was struggling to stay up, bro.
It was no better than the Qatar game. If we're being real, it was no better than the Qatar.
I mean, do we say that? Because look, until obviously, the game started, England started on top. They like first 5 minutes, they were kind of all over them. Kane was putting balls into the box, and then obviously the keeper, another just Arab keeper. It's not looking great at the moment, innit? You had the Qatari keeper. You got this one as well. He clattered into his own player.
Oh, he got his nose smashed.
Yeah, he
you see it in slow motion. Man's nose and the face is all went.
I tweeted it. He was looking like Mick McCarthy, bro. After that, like his nose was just.
There's a fucking lump like that on the end of his nose. He went, yeah, I can play on. I can play on. Went to take
the
a
worst thing about it was that everyone was touching his nose. Everyone was trying to touch his nose.
Bro, you see my man squirting water in his face.
Yeah, squirting water in his face.
I'll be like, nah, sorry, you have to hold a bag for that. You have to hold a bag.
Piss off, please.
Man's all getting the finger, they do the little finger eye test, and my man's just spraying water in his face. That's ridiculous. That's crazy.
He was getting a trip.
He's got his sweat just dripping into his eye, like his nose is hurting. On top of that, you got the captain who's taken off his jersey and then wrapped it and made like a sponge out of it, just touching up his nose, trying to wipe the blood.
Hey, these men are so fugazi, bro. The doctor looked like he didn't know what he's doing. I'm sure the doctor had no qualifications. He was just on the.
No, that was Liverpool's doctor, wasn't it?
We don't even have one. We don't even have one. We don't even have one. That doctor looked. That was nuts, man. It was nuts. All 14 minutes it took for them just to realise that he wasn't even going to be able to come back.
The man had a broken nose of some issue, and they kept him on the pitch.
Like, I was scared because when he was looking, he kept like he'd say I'm good, and then he kept putting his arms on his knees.
He actually looked fucked. Obviously, I'm glad he's all right. I hope he's all right now. But at the time,
the poor God.
You need to go lie down, man. You need to go lie down ASAP.
Yeah, I think there needs to be. I know Jermaine Genius was annoying me a bit in commentary.
He was doing too much.
He was excited over the whole thing, saying like, "What's going on? It's out of order." I was like, "Calm down, man. It's his life, innit? He made the choice to do it." Like, do you know what I mean? Like, no one's forcing him to play. Like, he could easily be like, "No, I'm not playing." But he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna play." They tell him to come off. He's like, "No." He took off his jersey, got a fresh one on. Do you know what I mean?
I'll be real though. You can see by the backup goalkeeper why they wanted him to stay on, because the other guy, you know, he would play like he was concussed as well from as soon as he came on. He was not a good keeper.
He was the smallest looking goalkeeper.
Keepers as a whole, at the start of this tournament, have just been poor. As a whole, they've just man. Apart from
Carlos Queiroz was when he saw the keeper go down. And as soon as he said, "I can't go," he just went like, "This is so emotional." Yeah.
But my man was standing behind him as well, the backup keeper.
No, I don't even think the backup goalkeeper was actually standing behind him at that point. I actually think the keeper was standing next to him because the assistant was giving him instructions, and man went like this. Because he started to put his bib back on. So the keeper's walking past, put his bib back on. And the keeper goes back down, and you see Kieran just finished.
From there,
this is what I love about
win.
This is what I love about the World Cup as well. Yeah, I know it's football, but all the bloopers you get during it and the funny moments, it's just it's
like the AFCON one where they dropped the guy to stretcher, and it's like the first game. And they ran into him, then they dropped him off the stretcher.
They dropped him off the stretcher.
Did you guys not see? I don't know what league was this. It might have been
the recent where he done the slide tackle.
He ran up to the pitch. Listen, I think the players had a head injury. Yeah, he's falling down, got a head injury. He's lying down like this. And he's ran on, and the medic has slipped, and he's boot the guy with a head injury in the head.
But Jerry, I clocked. He wasn't even wearing Astros or like blades. He was wearing like normal like sketches or some shit. He was literally flying, bro. Oh my god, man, it's
actually crazy. But, I mean, look, England, they got the job 6-2. G obviously had to show up for this one. He got excited.
Come on, England.
G's about to get that Bellingham prop. We're gonna get him in there. That's what G's here.
No, we might as well start with G then, innit? Because the man that we've been waiting to hear your 2 cents on the World Cup. Chat to us. How did you find that game, man?
Nah, it was all right. It was a good game, man. England won 6-2. Like, come on, man. I think Jamie, you was being a bit harsh, man. Like, you made it seem like England were dead.
Is this G?
Nah, they were good, man. They were good, man. I think what we finally saw in it, like the attacking prowess of England. You know what I mean? Like, we finally got to. I know it's just a run at the end of the day. Let's not get overexcited, kind of thing. Once England come up against, I think even semi better than Iran, then I feel like it won't be the exact same. But you never know, man. You never know. I saw some things in there where I was like, nah, that looked a bit decent from certain players. Jerry and Romz are talking about it in the group. Like, you guys made me look a bit more at like Rice and Mount as well. Obviously, I know
Was man
Romz
playing
are-
today?
I feel like
I didn't
It's
think
mixed
been hard to
opinions.
get. Yeah,
It's mixed opinions. Because Ish don't think he had a good game. Where I
Bro,
thought,
I did not see man on the pitch.
you think he
I
was
didn't see
shocking,
it.
Jamie?
I'm not
see
gonna
it.
say he was good like that. You're not gonna find me bigging up Mount because I think he's not that good at all anyway. But in this game, for what the role that he probably was asked to do, I feel like okay, he just did his job.
But what was that? On a level, like I didn't really know what he did today.
Hey,
I'll
Ish,
be
you know what I'm
honest.
saying, bro? I'm not Gareth Southgate, you know. Then I don't know what that.
No. Let me break it down. Let me get the waistcoat. Let me break
You're
the waistcoat.
asking big man questions. I don't know.
You see, obviously, Mount started in the 10, right?
Yeah.
In the 10, right?
Yeah, Jerry,
But
you tell him.
what he was doing is when Sterling would come inside, he's the guy that'll make the run for Sterling to make the run. When Bellingham would go in and make the third run in midfield, he was just that utility man.
The man's just a decoy.
I
Is that what you're
agree.
saying?
I
Man's just
agree
doing
with
up
you.
decoy runs and that.
No, that's what it is. And I agreed with G. I was like, you know what? A Foden would have probably offered you more of a threat going forward, 100%.
That's
But
why, yeah.
did Southgate want that from that position in that game? Because
It's
the
wrong.
way it looked to me is that you had someone at Bellingham that was able to be a bit more progressive, which meant that someone had to go in and help Rice out. And I think they wanted Bellingham to get forward a bit more. I think usually what you would have seen is probably that number 10 do that traditional role, and then Bellingham just kind of sits. And in that second half, that's how it kind of looked. It looked like they played more of a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah,
and there's a bit more. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what it is? I think you hit the nail on the head. The reason why I think some people think Mount didn't, because it's not just Ish and Jamie. I've seen it all over the TL as well. I think the reason why people think Mount didn't have a good game, because like you said, they're comparing to what Foden would have done, because Foden probably ends that game with a goal, if we're being honest, if he starts that game. But Mount, I think Southgate, she just told him to keep it ticking, receiving it on the half turn, carrying it through the lines. That on that left-sided 8 role, I think he just done what he needed to do. And I just think he's one of the unsung heroes. The other one's Declan Rice, though. I think, again, I know it's Iran, but he was amazing. He's my personal man.
Okay, I thought he was crap.
Whoa, yes.
Right. This is my. Let me get my controversial take off England for a second. I'll get this over with before everyone comes for me. So, watching this game today, yes, we scored 6 goals, right? But let's be fair. Iran could have scored 4. They got 2 themselves. They got in a couple of times when someone put Trippier on his arse, which I thought was hilarious. Because Trent apparently cost us games apparently, and he put him on his arse. And any better quality, he had so much time in the box to do something with it. That should have been a goal, you know. And there was another time I think when Maguire came off, Dyer came on and he was ball watching, and the player beat him like in a sprint and got in front.
I remember
of him.
that. I do
and
remember
another better quality on it. That's a goal. So for all that we've done, I think we have got defensive issues massively. Maguire got a concussion for being out of position, getting G-forced. You know, it was terrible. Our forward play was okay. I'm going to take I look at Saka. I like Saka. I think he deserves to be
my
right
star boy.
He deserves to be right wing for England. That should be him now. No one should be taking that from him at the moment. But I didn't think he was great today. Although he scored 2 goals, I didn't think his performance was amazing. Trippier gave away the ball every single time. Couldn't pass that. I thought Harry Kane, although he didn't score today,
he was sick.
Was the link play for everything.
Harry Kane was actually.
My problem with Harry Kane is you're a number 9 son. You should be getting in the box and scoring goals against Iran. Sterling was terrible. I know he got his goal.
Yeah, I feel like he was medium as well. Yeah,
he was terrible. He was terrible. The 2 best players for England today were Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham by a country mile. And I know what you're all saying about Mason Mount and all that. It's Iran. I don't want run covers against Iran. I want to see ballers falling out against Iran. You know what I'm saying? Sterling, I wouldn't play Sterling in the next game. I'd have Rashford on the left. Far better player at this moment in time. Far better player at this moment in time. It's more direct. I'd get him on. I liked Callum Wilson's little introduction. There's something I like about Callum Wilson. He's one of the players we got in our forward line who can actually run off the shoulder, make things happen on the counter-attack. Kane can't do counter-attack in football. I do think if we want to be successful in this World Cup long run, we're going to have to figure out a way of not always playing Harry Kane. Because we can't counter-attack football with Harry Kane. He's not there.
No way.
No, but the thing is, you
played
can
every
because
single
you use the full. You do what they do at Spurs and use Son and
Yeah.
the other fullback. Because if you're looking at counter-attacking football,
What, use a team that don't win
Spurs,
anything?
No, they don't win anything. But in terms of goals, and you're talking about goals and what wins you tournaments, obviously a team wins you tournaments, right? But in terms of goals, if you've got the likes of Sterling, Rashford, Saka,
we got goals.
even a Foden playing out wide with Kane finding the passes into them, that causes
they're
issues.
all quite quick.
I just think if we played a better team, I thought if we played a better team today, I thought we could have come on. My problem is our defence. You know,
I agree. I definitely agree with that.
Our defence is not good enough. We had trouble against Iran, you know, and Trippier is a good player. Trippier's a good player, but he's sort of okay at everything, but not exceptional at one thing, if that makes sense. Luke Shaw was actually all right. Eric Dyer's terrible. Harry Maguire, I don't know how he got concussion. Still watching. It looked like it was G-force. It looked like it was just G-force. Like he whipped his head like that. And it's like, then he was out of position for the goal. Then Eric Dyer came on, was out of position for almost a goal. Pickford was okay. He's always all right for England. But we have got an issue at the back. And I just think I see people on timeline going, 6-0, 6-2, it's coming home and all that. And it's like, if you actually sit down and analyse the game properly, you know, I thought we were really slow today. The passing was so slow. It was like, pick up the pace, you know. Start like we're 2-0 up, and I was thinking, right, start picking up the pace a bit. Show the world what we can do. Why we should be a threat, you know. And then I thought the goals were just really easy at the end. I don't think they're anything to it because Iran's defending.
You say that, but I think what I would kind of caveat that, or like my rebuttal to that, is in tournament football, you need to first of all just get the 3 points on the board, especially now.
Especially the first game.
And what you saw and what they did to Iran, which made the goals look really easy, is in that heat, especially that. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's like a 4 o'clock, isn't it? That's like a 4 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah, it was quite cool when we kicked off, apparently.
In Qatar, right? So it's still quite hot. That's probably the hardest kickoff that you're going to have, because the later games obviously are much, much later. They're like 10 p.m. and 11 p.m., right? Because of the heat. Yeah. They made that forward line run. Is into the point like where that Yahan Batch, do you know what I mean? That first 15 minutes, he looked like he could, do you know what I mean, give a high press.
When the kid went down, they were just dashing water over themselves. I was like, you might have played like it's extra time or something. It was mad.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And the amount that they were running at the back, sometimes you have to go and do that. And I think England picked their chances about when they wanted to attack. And that's going to put you in good stead, because what you don't want is to be a team that, like what Liverpool have done in the past, where it's just gung-ho 100 miles an hour, but you can't now, you can't play any other way. It's like, you
can't do that in international football anyway. You actually can't.
No, you got to do that in international football. But I think like Gio says there, Jamie, you want England to win the cup in the first game. No, but I think we got to be honest. And when we watch that game today, if you're playing a team that's Iran and they really could have scored 4 goals today, you have got to start. You've got to analyse it properly. We can't just sit here and say everything's good.
What you're saying, though, Jamie, that's true. Because even Southgate said at the end of the game, you could tell like. He wasn't happy really with the.
He said it. He said it.
Yeah, he said it, and I was like,
that's what I'm trying to say.
No, I feel like that. What you're saying,
Jamie,
you and Jerry are saying is kind of like, you know what I mean? Because England can't play the way that they have been playing this 5 at the back crap, because that football is boring. It's unimaginative. Like, it just about gets them through games, and I don't think they could continue doing that. But at the same time, they can't also go gung ho. They can't do that. Like, it's just not going to work.
No, not gung ho. Just I don't know what it is. I thought there's something about our game. Like, I don't know what it is. There's just something about our game I don't quite trust at the moment. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it.
The defense is crap.
It's the defense. It's the defense.
Yeah, the defense is definitely.
I think the defense is just so.
I think Stones and Maguire are excellent, if you ask me. I'm joking.
I rate Stones though.
Stones was all right.
He needs a partner. He needs a partner.
Maguire.
Did you not see what Maguire was doing in training?
Bro, the goal.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's shit, but you all agree.
But he's a professional footballer at the end of the day. He's going to always.
For England, though,
England is like there's a clone. Honestly.
I think you should start. I actually think you should start. If you look at the other players we got in the squad, I don't think anyone else.
Yeah, Dyer's not good enough, is he?
And you know what? You make a very good point. his threat from set pieces, he's always hitting the bar or
Bro,
scoring.
it's chaos, bro.
No,
Chaos.
exactly.
Anyone came off his
And
head and hit
that's
the
what it
post.
is. When you look at England, like defensively, yes, like I said, they're still susceptible, and I think that's what they may revert to a 5 at the back because they know how to play it as well when they come up against the big teams.
I think they
I know
will.
people don't want to go and see that because they don't look great, but if it gets you results, it gets you results. The set pieces where they're crucial. Like every set piece, they cause an issue. Every set piece, which is like England are just gonna something's gonna happen. Maguire's gonna score, the ball's gonna drop. Like it was every single set piece, and that's gonna go in. I predicted them to actually get to the final. I think they're gonna lose in the final, but I actually predicted England to get to the final.
I can see why England can get to the final. Look, what I saw today, one thing I will praise England with, we have some of the best attacking talent at this World Cup. There ain't a doubt about that. There's no doubt about
Grealish,
that.
Rashford, and Foden came on, I was like, oh my
that's
god,
a sick bench.
no other squad has
That's
got
a
this.
sick bench, right?
No other squad has got this.
Maybe Brazil.
we can do it.
Maybe
My
Brazil.
whole thing is, I don't know if we
Take your shirt away, bro.
The only thing I worry about England is
you got one, bro. I've seen yours.
The only thing I worry about England is can they control a game of football against a big team?
No.
And that's where Jamie, you're
my
spot
problem.
on. That's where I think.
So I tell you where it's gonna fuck up. Just quickly, Romz.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where it's gonna fuck up. In the big games, we'll go to 5 at the back, but we'll only have 2 in midfield, and we'll get overrun. Same happened against Italy. Same happened against Croatia. We need to find a way to coach the 4 at the back because against the biggest teams, none of them really play with a 5.
You can't even play the 4 at the back against everyone because he doesn't. And at Man United, it's the same thing. They don't trust Maguire with just one person.
Yeah.
No.
It's mad. It's mad.
It's the way you said it. It's just the way you said it.
I'll say this: Maguire for England has been good. Like we can't say he's been good for England over the past 2 seasons. That's a fact. But in a 4-man, four players at the back, he can't do that. He can't do that, man. Like he just gets spun all the time.
I think what he does as well when he plays
Look at the goal.
Midfield, if you compare him to like Virgil's performance today in the 3, he's someone that actually breaks lines way more than Virgil.
Yeah.
Like the passing between lines. Virgil doesn't do that. Virgil, as we spoke about, he's only got the thing in the locker where he gets the ball, the touch is inside, so he sends the striker who's pressing him one way and sprays it. It's the diag. Do you know what I mean? It's the diag. If he hasn't got that, he doesn't go and just find the front man from deep. He doesn't find the midfielder from deep unless it's just like an easy pass into the 6. It's quite difficult, but Maguire actually does offer you that. We've seen him when he gets forward on the ball and he can open up the pitch because he needs a striker who's going to press him. I think it just depends when you're looking at that 2 in the midfield. Yes, they might not control a game in possession, but they might not want to do that. If the games, they might want to do what an Iran tried to do or what Wales tried to do today, where we let you have the ball, tournament football, break us down, but we're going to counter you. And, you know, with the attack we've got, knowing that even if they get tired...
That's not sustainable. I don't think that's sustainable, though, bro. Especially with our defence. The midfield might be all right, but if you put pressure on Maguire, Pickford, it's long. For sustained pressure. Because that's what happened in the Euros final. We scored, and then England just sat back until Italy just came and got the goal. So you can do that for so long in the match, but I don't feel like, unless you're very lucky or the team's having an off day, if you buck Brazil in the final, do you think you could just give Neymar space in front of your 18-yard box?
No.
You know, but the difference is though, they'd be just as shook. Like it's mad to say, but they'd be just as shook
on a counter.
I hear it.
You know what? Thiago Silva and who at the back, and you got Danilo and Sandro.
Their wing backs are meaty, bruv. They got Alex Telles.
Bro.
And then it's like what happens? Kane drops deep. Thiago Silva follows him into midfield.
And then
he spins him and then hits a diag into Rashford. Like that's the problem you've got. And if it's not Rashford, then off the bench you've got Saka coming on, or vice versa.
And JJ, you're
that's going to go and win you the game. So when you look at it, that's maybe the route they're going. I don't know.
Because you're right. Because then if a big nation, if England do go 1-0 up or not, but by that type of goal, and there's 10-20 minutes left, and they just park it, you're then through. You're knocked out one of the big nations. So I do understand that, to be fair. That's where maybe England's way is just, I hear what you're saying, Ish, as well, because I've seen it too many times. That because even a Germany game, even though we knocked out Germany, if I know shoulda, coulda, woulda, but I think if Müller scores that, England, after England got that second, it was just calm. That was the nail in the coffin. But they had pressure on us and we were dealing with it. But it's like any longer, If we didn't get that second, it probably ends up.
I hear what JJ's saying, but I just think the last 2 tournaments have shown us is that, especially because England has scored first and early in both games as well. I think against Italy was like 2nd minute. The Croatia Trippier free kick was like 5th minute. So like you can do like what Romz is saying. If you do that and you score late on, it's calm. You got 0-0 up to that point, 10-15 minutes to go. But I just feel like to get an early goal and then to do that for
naturally
70, 80 minutes.
Yeah.
Bro, mentally as well, it just looks mad. Like even in the Euros final, we was doing all right. And I think we took off Declan Rice and put on, it might have been Henderson or Mount. And you just saw the midfield just flip. Like, I don't even want to talk to Hendo like that, but he came on in that Euros final. And
that was trash.
Done.
I talk about that ain't trash.
What's worse as well is that in the Croatia game, in the semi-final, he was even worse, bro. Have you seen a comp of him giving the ball away like 57 times? Bro,
no, I can't be doing it. There's one midfielder we need to talk about, and that's Jude Bellingham. He, for me, is the best young player at this World Cup.
Jamie, don't get attached.
No, I saw a link-up play between him and Foden earlier, and I was like, oh, fuck, that's over then. You know?
I don't know. I can't wait. I can't wait. Look, for me, Musa had a good game. I can't wait to go and see Pedri, Gavi as well.
Bellingham's better at Pedri and Gavi.
Even Valverde. We forget Valverde's quite young. 21.
How old is he? 23 or 24?
I have Valverde ahead of Bellingham, though.
100%.
Yeah.
But Valverde's like 4 years
I
old.
will check his age because
he's got like Kante's engine, but with just mad tech. And he's it's crazy, bro.
I think Bellingham is better on
Pedri. I don't know if you guys remember the actual challenge he made, but I think it was like someone was through 1-on-1 and you just put them up and just took them out and got the red card.
He's older than I thought.
That's the type of
Valverde's older than people think. I think
he's 24 still. I thought he was 21. He's older.
Still though, bro. We need that's the kind of midfielder we need. 24, 25. Bring him.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. We'll get Lima. All right, don't you worry about it.
We'll bro, Lima on the free.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll get Lima on the free. Don't worry.
Bro. Boring.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Quick one before obviously we get into our player of the days, all that type of thing. And guys, the polls out there, so please make sure you're letting us know who you guys think was player of the day for today. But yeah, Mehdi Taremi, man. The one shining light in that Iranian team.
That finish. 2
goals, the movement. Well, I mean, look, he's from Porto as well.
No, what are you saying?
I knew this was coming. You know when Jerry says, I mean, look.
You had a Taremi there. We could have got on a cheap. You probably would have offered us something. I don't know. What did you guys think of his performance, man?
No,
I've clocked it, Jerry. When you say, I mean, look, and you have that pause, I know something to associate with Liverpool's coming. I know it. But,
he's a good player, man. He's a good player.
He's a good player. Yeah, man. You can tell like he's causing a problem. Yeah, facts, Ron. Yeah, facts.
Bro, his record is crazy.
Yeah, I see.
Did you see his record before the game? His record gold, bro.
Yeah, he's up there. He's up there with all of them. Yeah. Everyone. So, like, he was a good player, man. And I know that Iranian team, like,
Who was the guy that they were? You know, that's a dumb question because I know none of you know his name. But the brother who came on and hit the bar, well,
that was Cassian Endor.
None of you know.
That was Cassian Endor.
Was it not Mohammedi or something like that?
You're asking me. I'm asking you.
Has anyone seen that Star Wars show Endor? He looked like He looked like Cassian Endor.
Cassian Endor.
I need to get this.
Azumoon or whatever his name was.
No, but he was when he came on, there was bare talk about him when he came on the pitch, and I was thinking, all right, cool, let me see what you can. And it was kind of bummy anyway. But when he did that,
Meditarabi, that's it.
Meditarabi. Yeah. I'm acting like I do. But when he came onto the pitch,
you understand him, right? You understand him for Liverpool?
When he came onto the pitch, I was like,
I didn't even acknowledge what you said. I just like, anyway.
He was like, I'm going to ignore that.
Oh, you made me lose my train of thought. Nah, when he come onto the pitch, I was just like, when him and
Taremi,
when those two were in and around England's like edge of the area, that's when I was like, yeah, you see, as you guys were saying about England's defense, you can just see it like, and they remember they're not even of the highest of quality. You know what I'm saying? Like that was just, you know, that meaty kind of level where if they get a chance, they can probably do something. So you can imagine what a better team would be able to do to England in that kind of look. England
just playing devil's advocate though a little bit though. Like as much as I don't rate England's defense, I think that's what's going to undo them eventually. But
yeah,
do you not
like
think
if
by that
Senegal
point
played
they were
England,
like,
you think Senegal could win?
yeah, maybe with Mane if they because they ain't got cutting edge really. But I think by that point when England were like when England weren't doing as good defensively, it was already like 4-0 by that point. So I can kind of allow them a little bit. And I think before in previous tournaments they have shown in the Euros, I think they conceded like 2 goals up until the semi-finals. So I think if it's a 5 at the back thing and they actually are on it for the whole game, I think England can defend well. But I think today you're 4-0 up with like 25 minutes to go. It's made bare changes. I think it just kind of got a bit. I don't think Iran were that good. I don't also like even the penalty the penalty they got was a madness. I don't know how they gave that as a pen.
If they got that penalty, they should have English actually should have got the penalty. I
don't know if you heard what Lineker said, but word to Lineker, I'd literally think the ref just felt sorry for them and just wanted to make the score respectable because that's the only way thing I could think of that they gave that. Honestly, because that was a joke.
And the thing is, though, VAR thought it was a penalty. That's why he went to the screen.
Yeah,
that's what I was about to say. Like, VAR was actually the one who kind of gave it
a penalty. That's why he went to the screen.
Yeah. What I was going to ask you guys though quickly is, you see, I saw a tweet actually someone put out, and it actually had me thinking for time. You see, Foden, obviously he didn't start today, and obviously Sterling started. I don't know if any of you would have had Foden to start. He was in my predicted 11.
Foden should be in this England team,
yeah.
But you see, the tweet must have said the fact that Foden doesn't have a set position at Manchester City. Do you think that would hinder him here for England? Because obviously Sterling is the left winger.
Because Southgate's very pragmatic. You look at everything he does is very rigid. He doesn't really play. He doesn't really try plays. Look at when he tried Trent in midfield for that one. Like I think he did it for not even the full game. He was like, we're not seeing that. He said we are not seeing that ever again. You wanted the experiment failed. Done. So I don't think I hear that fully because for City, Foden's played false 9, right wing, left wing, number 8.
But he's a bit of a system.
He even played wing back one point this season. So he's played so many positions and he's sick in all of them. But I do feel like a manager like Southgate, so pragmatic. He's not gonna try and do like let me play him slightly here. I think for England especially, he sees him as a right winger to cut in on his left foot like Saka. If not, you probably don't play in a team. But me personally, I'd have him in the 10. I'd have him in the 10 where Foden was playing today.
This is my thing on Foden. I've said it before. Foden is quality, absolute quality. I love the kid, right? But he's a bit of a system player. And my problem is, I don't mean shit, by the way. I've just said
I hear you.
But at City, with the players around him, it's easier for him to play that way with his quality in that system. If you know what I mean. So you put him in. I don't know where he plays for England. This is my problem with like Gareth Southgate's system.
It's the same problem that Trent has.
Yeah. How did Trent not touch pitch today?
He ain't seeing minutes.
Listen, I told you that already. Trent is wearing his bib for the whole tournament. You're not seeing Trent in his match kit.
3 defenders almost cost us goals today, and Trent can't get on the pitch.
I'll be real though, Jamie. Trent would have been one of them if he was on the pitch, though. You know, Trent would have done. He would have found a way. He would have found a way to get us to concede a goal. Some way, somehow. He would have
been moving like a
Taremi would have spun him somehow and just binged it or something.
Exactly. See how Trippier fell on the floor? What I will say though, if that was Trent, Jesus Christ, he would not survive the day.
No, he wouldn't.
He wouldn't even survive the day. But that's something that Trent would do though.
And Trent did all the media, and he made him do all the media.
That's a piss take. That's actually a piss take. They were asking him, how have you been defending the season?
Trent only sees minutes. We said it pre-World Cup
last game.
You know that third game when you won your first 2 and it's the dead rubber. That's the only game, Trent. Then after that, it's your strongest team.
Even then, it'll be a sub. He'll be coming on to replace whoever the other right back is. Because have we got 3 right backs or 2 right backs?
Carl Walker's still.
Ben White. Ben White as well. He's not seeing minutes.
Remember,
But
let's be real though. Let's all be honest. Trent got lucky to make this squad. If Reece James doesn't make the squad,
of course,
Trent's sitting at home with us doing the stream, so he better just be happy that he's
Twitch, you're not even watching them.
Yeah, Twitch. Yeah, you know
that, isn't it? He'd be like, him and
Aguero.
Him and
Aguero. See if he can get 7 goals, isn't it?
I see him do a GQ thing. 5 things I can't live about. He'll probably be doing.
He's talking about his handbag and shit like that. When I look at the thing with Trent, though, actually, the thing if he doesn't touch pitch and England keep conceding stupid goals, it's going to look better on him.
Yeah, I don't want to see him. I do not want to see him, especially in the bigger game. I do not want to see him on the pitch at all. Because don't forget, guys, this is not end of the season when you got the summer. You haven't got the summer to recover from this. He'll play shit and come back. We play like 2 days. We play City on like Boxing Day or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Before that, bro.
Before that.
So,
I don't want to see Trent.
England.
I don't want to see Trent on any foolishness this World Cup. No, just don't play. Just don't play because I can't trust you not to fuck up. So just don't play in it.
Remember, England don't have a Van Dijk, you know, like it's not like they could just call on like an Alisson at the back. So I can't even trust Trent. And look how Trent behaves with those two. Yeah, Trent, you're just gonna have to
there's rumours, by the way, that Ederson's starting for Brazil.
I swear.
Apparently, Konate's starting for France as well.
Yeah, they're doing Konate for Meccano.
Brazil playing tomorrow.
Thursday.
Argentina's tomorrow.
My boy tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock.
Let me 10 a.m. and them things.
Messi's going to light up the World Cup, man.
He's got. I can see him getting a hat trick.
It's Saudi Arabia, isn't it? They play Saudi.
Again, why did it always get these teams, bro? Like, I don't get it. They always get Saudi.
They always get Nigeria, Saudi Arabia, and there's one other team.
Nigeria religiously
every time, bro. Every time, Argentina and Nigeria. It's long.
Do you know what? I didn't realise till today that when they said it in commentary, that the Senegal, that was the first time they played a European side since 2018.
Oh, mad.
That's mad.
Well, since the last World Cup.
That's nuts, ain't it?
Effectively, yeah. Somebody's
the Federation's got to do better.
Another stat they said, Jamie, they hadn't conceded more than a goal in over 2 years. All their
but they're playing no. That's why. I mean, the federations have got to do better. They got to get together. It's meant to be one love, one football. Yeah, stop just everyone. Get everyone together and do proper friendly.
It's like a run.
Do it better. So African teams are facing the better European competition, so they better themselves as countries as well. Let's help everyone out. It's stupid.
Yeah, exactly, man. But yeah, I mean, look, those are the games, man. We might as well get into chop up with ourselves before we head off. We're going to do this after every single stream, guys. So as you've seen, you've got the poll already. I know you guys have voted, and 59% of the vote went to Saka as the player of the day. What are our player of the day is? I would have went with Saka as well.
It's just come up, Jerry. They've just refreshed it. Of course, it's Gareth Bale, the official.
No, it's Ampadu for our show, man.
Gareth Bale, though. Come on.
Bale.
He was shit. He actually played shit, but in the clutch moments, they lose if he's not in the pitch.
But the clutch moment was a pen. It wasn't even like you got fouled,
but he won the pen as well because he got in front of my man. You know what? I hear what you're saying, but I also hear why he got man of the match because without him, they lose.
No, but Ish didn't Pulisic spin him on the edge of the box where it looked like it was curtains, like on the right side.
He didn't play well. He didn't play well today at all.
And Pulisic done a little turn, pirouette, and just left.
You know why?
Even Adams at the end, Bale got to there first, and Adams just clamped him. Did you man see that?
Yeah. You know why he got man of the match? Like
Adams is the
VIP
right there, ready, parcel package ready to just pick up. Like he could be that guy, man.
He don't ram.
But yeah, let's go. Romz, man. Who was your player of the day? And an honourable mention as well.
No, I'm happy you said that. My player of the day. I'd have to give it to Saka. I know jokes are going to run and whatnot, but I have to give it to Saka because I can't lie. To get a brace on your first ever World Cup start, you don't care who it is. Credit to him. But honourable mention for me has to be Frankie de Jong. I was just looking at him thinking, your levels above. Like no one on the pitch is really matching you, and you've got just Josh surrounding you. But I just think he was excellent. He made a dodgy pass to VVD, but other than that, he was just sticking out like a sore thumb. So yeah, my player of the day, Saka, and honourable mentions, Frankie de Jong.
Jamie?
My player of the day is Bellingham. He run the game today from midfield. Absolutely run the game. The ball's through today. That ball through to, was it Callum Wilson or Rashford? Gerrard-esque. Kate was leaving in the summer.
Number header, bro. Istanbul.
Yeah,
Someone
the number 8's free, you know. It's coming.
Ain't even free yet.
I'd be paying still
Ain't
got
even
that
free
in
yet.
the
Yeah, it's
strong
not
arm,
even
bro.
free.
That's in the basement and they can't even get it off him.
And my honourable mention is probably go to the Dutch goalkeeper. Can't remember his name.
Yeah,
I thought it was his date. When his first cap or
His
something.
story is sick as well. He was
Yeah,
unemployed
he was
like
taxi
2 years
driver.
ago. He was like unemployed like 2
Tell
years
him
ago.
to be
Yeah,
a
yeah.
policeman.
You know what
and
I'm saying, though, Ish? Man was unemployed a couple of years back, and I'm still out here doing streams. And tell me about his
And you know what? My honourable mention.
I
My
thought
honourable mention for today. Then, didn't it?
I thought when you look at him and you look at Mendy for Senegal, who's played Champions Leagues and stuff like that, and everyone, and yeah, I thought he had a really good showing in goal for Holland today. So yeah, honourable.
G.
Man of the match was I'll give it to Bellingham, man. I think Bellingham was hard still today. Honourable mention though, I have to give it to Declan Rice, man. Like I feel like you lot being was harsh on him. I thought he was probably as equally as good as Bellingham, just without a goal. Like what he had to do in the midfield for me was madly important. Like it just goes unnoticed, obviously, because you don't score, you don't, do certain little bits and bobs.
His engine is mad. His engine is
like that's the type of player Liverpool. He would be the type of player. Obviously, Bellingham's Bellingham, but if I'm looking at Rice, I'm saying, if I can get Rice for like 60 mil or something like that, that's a player that Liverpool need to be looking at. Because remember, they're all about engine intensity. That's someone that you have to have in your midfield. There's others as well, though. Like,
if you want to give credit to someone, it's just come through now. Nico Williams. He just said yesterday was the toughest news I've ever had to face, and I was listening to his mum tell him that his granddad passed away. He went from crying to starting a World Cup game. That must have been tough to take.
Yeah, man, that's
his nan passed not that long ago as well. Even last season, it was either last season or the season before. His nan passed, and he played. He played for us like the few days after.
Granddad passed yesterday. Big
that's
up
crazy.
Nico still to starting again. Yeah, man. A lot of players would take that game off.
Just quickly, Gio the best. I agree with you though. I thought Tyler Adams was good too. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I thought Tyler Adams was like. I feel like and Aronson. I love both of those two.
I was actually good. Yeah, that whole US midfield.
Aronson's apparently a Liverpool fan.
Ghanaian boy. I want him
apparently.
Hey, Musa's man.
Musa, yeah, we need that Ghanaian love in that midfield, bro. Like you know what I'm saying, like, we need that.
We do. Ish, what about yourself, man? Player of the day.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say Bellingham, innit? But I was gonna let me see if I can think of. Yeah, you know, I have to go Bellingham. He's the first teenager to score a World Cup goal for England since Owen. Yeah. That's mad. That's cold. That's actually cold. So yeah, he's level. Also, the pre-match interview. Huh?
I was just saying, basically they did a debate show, innit? Dubby trying to say he's not a Liverpool legend.
I don't.
It's just part of that group.
I was gonna say it's part of it. You're saying it like double A.
He's not my legend. He's not my.
Who's not a Liverpool legend?
I'm still too hurt.
No, he ain't.
Look at me like I'm too hurt.
Of course he is.
It's split. It's us three. It's actually split.
He's
too hurt. Liverpool.
I loved Owen too much for me to ever forgive what he done. So I just can't. Bro.
Stop being a baby, man.
But for this one, I can't. I actually can't. I know it's my heart is ruled in my head, but I don't care. I will never forgive this man for what he done, bro. United, and he won them a league. No.
I was happy for him still.
Never that. But yeah, the surprise package or unsung hero. I have to go. Yeah, that whole US midfield, man. The first half, the way they were camping into Wales, because I thought Wales were going to be on site in that game. They were not giving him a chance at all, bro. At all.
Yeah, I'd go. I think Saka. I think Saka got my player of the game because. Yeah, I think obviously, yeah, man. Obviously, just repping the Gooners and that. But no, I mean,
shame.
He got 2 goals. He got 2 goals, and I think considering his last performance in the tournament was the penalty miss as well. Like for him to come back with 2 goals, he's like, I was the guy that game in it. Like I was the guy that got 2 goals, 2 very different types of goals as well. Because you had the one when he cut inside and scored. He had the volley as well, which showed.
Shit! No, you know what? Yeah, I forgot about the volley. Saka.
Yeah, the volley again.
Left foot as well. Come on, come on, man.
Yeah, come on. You know the vibes already, man. You know the vibes.
Come on.
So that was a good goal, and then for me, my honourable mention, I'm going to go Yunus Musa. I think I was impressed with that guy, man. I was impressed. I think he's someone. Listen, snap him up now before he's worth 50 million or something. Like it's one of those ones. I don't want to be in the same
if I was
situation
playing
where.
centre back, that's how I want in front of me. Like if
Pardon?
you were playing, you're probably thinking, if I'm playing centre, that's how I want in front of me.
Yeah, man. You give him the ball at any opportunity, he deals with it, innit? He just dealt with it. They couldn't really get near him. Like he worked his socks off. He was giving the overlaps. Do you know what I mean, for Pulisic, allowing him to come inside, and it was incredible. Man. But quick one. Let's just run through it again. Assist of the day.
It's got
I'll
to
start
be
this
Frankie.
one.
It's obvious.
For me, it's
there were a few.
For me, it's the Pulisic one, isn't it?
Oh, swear. You know what? I hear it.
I think
Frankie de Jong.
Even that Luke Shaw ball for Bellingham.
Yeah,
that was a good cross. That was a nice cross.
They need to chill out because you're gonna get the United fans starting.
No,
Brazilian legend.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
debate.
I don't want to hear that, bro.
Word.
No Roberto Carlos business on my watch, bro. Allow that. Bro. That's disrespectful, bro. That's actually disrespect.
Yeah, but what we saying, guys? You guys are saying
actually a few.
I'm going for Frankie de Jong. Like that ball, precision.
Last 5 minutes as well.
Not getting better.
Yeah.
As in the ball wasn't even like he tried. Like he just clipped it into there and just knew that the Gakpo was just running into there straight away, and everything was just perfect about him, man. Like that was probably the assist of the day still. I like it.
Jamie, assist of the day.
Yeah, De Jong, because without that, I don't think the Dutch would have scored, and then I don't think they would have gone through their World Cup group. So yeah, I'm going for that.
Yeah, that's fair. My one, I'm going Pulisic. I think that was probably the best worked goal in the competition.
Yeah.
I think a pass. Pulisic could have easily mucked that up because he was so close to the keeper.
Bro, the weight, and also you see enough players overhit that pass or play
Kane overhit a similar pass in the game actually, where he's come inside and he overhit it. I think Mount just ran it out of play, like he couldn't get it. So yeah, I think that was my assist. The guys in the comments, you guys have said they've agreed with you guys. They've said that 38% have gone with the De Jong to Gakpo goal. So that was.
You guys know what you're talking about. That's why we like you.
That's what I'm saying. So big up to everyone. But yeah, before we head out, guys, any other comments regarding the World Cup?
Let's just enjoy it, man. Forget all of the stuff around it. Let's just enjoy the football.
I'm enjoying it. I don't know about you lot. I'm having a great time. I'm 3-4 games a day. Are you crazy?
No, I don't mean us. I just mean if you're still thinking about other things, it's the World Cup, man. You know what I mean?
I think if we can see some more good football tomorrow, like, then bring it on. Like, because today, how many goals was it? Like, even if you take out England's game, there's still, a couple goals in the Senegal game, couple goals in the Wales game. Like, it was a good day.
We haven't even seen Brazil, Argentina.
This is what I'm saying, bro.
Like,
France, Germany, there's bare teams we haven't seen.
There's bare teams we haven't even seen yet. Like, and we're just getting started. So if this is how the World Cup is going to be, this is going to be the best World Cup ever. 100%. 100%. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking at this right now, and tomorrow might be a difficult day for me, man. Poland got Mexico at 4 o'clock. I don't know how we're gonna cope with this one.
You got Matty Cash playing right back for you, man. Now, isn't it?
Yeah, we got Matty Cash playing. We got Zielinski's playing. We got Milik. We got Lewandowski. We got a couple.
Yeah, we got a couple ballers.
We have, but the thing is, we rely too much on Lewandowski. We rely too much on him. So what you start seeing is that he comes bare deep. We just give him the ball, and it's like we just stand around.
There's no one in the box. Yeah,
there's no one in the box. We stand around waiting for him to do something. It just never works out. But we'll have to wait and see. But Matty Cash is a good little addition, man. I think he's good.
Who else is playing tomorrow then? You guys,
Argentina, Mexico, Poland,
Denmark, Tunisia,
and France, Australia as well.
I'm trying to see what these men are on,
bro. I'm eating good tomorrow, bro. Mbappe, Camavinga, Tchouameni, Messi. Yeah, we're good.
Oh, Mbappe and Messi the same day, yeah.
Bit of Christian Eriksen in the middle as well to sprinkle. Yeah, man. We're living good. We're living good tomorrow.
Get to see my boy Saliba,
Right, fuck off, bro. He ain't even started. Apparently, he's got Upamecano and.
I know.
He's going to Upamecano and Konato.
Yeah, but they might go for it in the back.
The timeline is going to cry like there is no tomorrow.
They know each other too well. That's the problem, isn't it? That they know because they've played together at Leipzig, they've played together at France.
They're under 21s as well, partners together.
Under 21s, exactly. I think that's what they'll probably go with.
Do you man rate Upamecano? I think he's meaty, bro.
He's a bozo. He's another bozo as well.
I think he's meaty, man. I think he's very meaty. When I only realized when we played him in the Champions League, was it 2021? He played against them. He was dead. That's when we were shit as well, and he was still moving.
You know what it reminds me of? He reminds me of someone like a
Gomez.
Like I mean, he's better than Gomez. I think.
He was like Kolo Touré, not at Arsenal, at Liverpool. That's that kind of level.
Yeah.
Kind of
You know who I thought was always a
good,
bozo, people rated was like Jerome Boateng. I never really liked that. I never really thought he was that good.
Ooh, no. Jerome Boateng was good, you know. Jerome Boateng was good.
Was okay.
I hear what you said.
You're thinking what Messi done to him, innit? That's what's
no. As in, that wasn't even a
goals in his head. They just let went free. You know the little chop.
You went the same after that.
I mean, but Messi will chop anyone, like so. That's why, like, I've seen Messi chop Rio.
That was different.
That ended his career. That was career ending.
That made you go like this.
He took his soul.
Of course. As in, is he even still playing football now? Like, I
don't
see
even
trouble
know,
and all sorts. Like,
he had a scandal, bro, with his.
Yeah, a mad scandal, though. I feel like someone like him, where he was just bigged up, he played for Bayern Munich at the time when Bayern Munich were literally on fire at that period of time. So anybody, Dante and them, like, come on, like that defense wasn't
smart though. He played every single game though. Like you're talking about the centre back that was there every single game. Like
that doesn't mean that you're the best player. That doesn't mean that you're that good. Just because you're the only one there. You're the only one. There is no other defenders that they've got.
But when you think about their centre backs, he was their verge, innit? Like he played every single game.
Who else did they have them times? Was that when they have? Was that before Hummels went there? Was that when
he was before Hummels? Hummels had gone there, then went back to Dortmund.
But to Dortmund, yeah.
I mean, they had Dante, they had Alaba that played there for a bit, but Jerome Boateng was always the one that was there. Do you know what I mean? So
I hear that.
You put some respect on everybody's name, you know. That's a former, that's a compatriot as well.
I should have picked Ghana.
He's never a compatriot of anybody. He can stay there with Germany. He's good on that side, man. He's good on that side. His brother, though, that's a different story. I'm saying his brother was a real one.
For real, man.
Oh man, cool. Let's go to comments. We got Gio saying the reason Trent wouldn't survive because he does it every week. Gary Richards saying Senegal have Mendy, so no, they won't qualify. Co-op saying I watched his and VVD's GQ video today. Hold on, have you guys seen the Calvin Klein little?
Hey,
I've got a problem with the Calvin Klein. I've got a problem with the Calvin Klein.
Gets spun this tournament.
I've got a massive problem with Virgil's Calvin Klein advert. The man's got no package. Right, and that's
I wasn't even looking like that.
And I'm like, what's going on, man?
But when I see Trent topless, I'm like, you're giving them too much ammunition.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking in my brain was
because next time you get put on your backside,
ammunition, bro.
And tighty whities, are you mad? No fake. No fake.
The second Trent does badly. That picture.
You had the wide front.
It just
screams, drop me out, bruv.
It just screams OnlyFans to me. So, bro, just make her account, bro.
I would have got some socks down there and everything. I would have fucking shown it, you know?
That's the one time I'm not sticking to football. That's the one time I'm not sticking to football. I don't want to see you doing it. No other.
Calvin Klein, Jesus Christ.
I'll do it. I'll be the tubby Calvin Klein model. I don't care.
It's Fenty, innit? Fenty, they got the plus side. They got the big men doing the Fenty stuff, innit? The
ASOS thing, big and tall.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, man. We got Gio the best saying if Declan is rated that high we already read that. Apologies. Cop saying Nico Williams was good today, unlucky to get subbed off. Yeah, he ran himself into the ground and he was all right. Gio saying for me the best player today was Adams, number 1, Saka 2, Bellingham 3, De Jong 4,
I hear that.
Rice 5. That's fair.
I hear that.
can't disagree with that.
Cop saying Musa was excellent. Big up to Mons and the people at Big Six Bands. Big up to yourself. You're doing well. We've got Gio saying for me Musa could have been better, but I like him a lot. He needs to come back to Arsenal.
Louder.
Gio, the best saying Pulisic assist was liquid soccer, not football. Like liquid soccer.
About that, bro.
God, they can't let it go, can they?
Yeah.
Jesus.
M. Tommy is saying one player to watch for me tomorrow is Alexis Vega from Mexico. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. We'll see.
Let me know who else is there to see tomorrow. I want to see something like that.
I don't even know who that is, so I'm looking forward.
Yeah, real talk. I don't even know who that is.
And Linetti is a good one to go and see from Poland as well. in midfield.
Okay. So
Wait, what time is that Poland? What time's that game? Poland, Mexico.
4.
Yeah, I'll look into that.
You're
Four
gonna look
games, aren't
at
they?
one-ish.
Four
You ask me what time.
That's it, bro. I don't even need to know what time the games are on. I'm here. I'm here for all of them. I'm here for all of them, man.
100%. Sammy saying everyone was going to get benched when Varane is fit. That's in regards to the France team. I don't know, man.
But will he stay fit though? You can get him fit, but will he stay fit? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, that's what it is. Argentina play at 6 a.m. Trini time. Jesus, man. Some of you guys, I know you're committed to the cause. We got Gio is saying, look, got to wake up at 4 a.m. for Argentina. Raw.
That's mad. It'll be worth it though. When they go out.
When there's all the boxing, when there's all those types of things, I mean,
yeah.
This is payback. This is payback, isn't it?
It's true.
Yeah, do you know how many wrestling pay-per-views I watched at 3 a.m?
Tell him, especially when WrestleMania's going on for like all 7 hours as well. It's mad.
Bro, it's just telling me this year split over 2 days. I was like, no, my head can't.
No, I can't do the WrestleMania for too long, man. I've just got to catch the highlights. Like the
It's
big
long.
fights.
It's long.
I can't do this 7-hour thing where you're standing and then it's just all the chat and stuff. You know, just the fillers. Are just nah. Can't do it, man.
Oh, I'm just watching America. Yeah, and the highlights. Where's goal was nice.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Very
Even
good.
before the assist, the move, like all the movement and that.
Beautiful.
Proper sick goal.
Yeah, exactly. But look, guys, that's been another World Cup show. Big up to anyone that's tuning in. Big up for everyone, obviously, checking out the replay. Make sure you're heading over to Jamie Phillips Football Chat for the watch-alongs as well. They then obviously direct you straight back over here for the tactical analysis and the match reactions. Ish, the question is, are you signing a contract to be on loan for the World Cup?
I'm here.
There we go.
I'm here.
Listen, we're having a better transfer window than Liverpool in the history, bro. We got Jamie, we got Zane, we got Ish.
Run me my P's ASAP.
Now we're going to do installments first. Obviously, we'll do December
first. It's been on trial, isn't it? This is trial, so we'll run you the P. But the way we're going to do it in installments-ish, innit? So give you like 15% now, 15%.
And another thing is,
Another thing
is, we're not going to let you leave on your own accord. Like when we tell you to get, I'm shaking.
I was going to say, I signed a one condition in it.
I need to put product
Alex
Oxlade-Chamberlain must
get out of my club by January. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain must be out of the club by January. That's the only condition I sign on. Some way you might better make sure it happens, innit? He might just make sure it happens, then I'll sign it too.
Cool, we'll make sure we get that sorted
product
as well.
Placement.
Guys, let's just zoom in for that as well. We've got the product placement from Jamie as well. There we go. So big up to yourself. But yeah, guys, catch us here tomorrow again, same time, literally straight after the Australia-France game. So that should be a juicy one with all the reactions, all the analysis. But it's been Jerry James Show, and we're out, people. Boom.